Hey up and good morning. I'm still in Scotland and I'm up for sunrise. When I say sunrise, what we actually got was torrential rain, and then literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes after, the clouds parted and we got some colour in the sky. And where am I specifically? I'm on the shores of Loch Lochy. So I managed to find myself a little composition here. I found this fallen tree that's up against the shoreline. It's reaching out into the loch. I'm getting little speckles of colour reflected in the water. It's quite choppy, so I'm probably going to do a longer exposure, smooth it out maybe. And I'm looking across over at the Nevis Range. It's all snow-capped, it's looking lovely. The clouds are picking up the light. Yeah, I think this is going to be a great shot. So as you can see, I've gone really low. Got that log reaching out into the loch. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just checking my histogram. I'm just making sure that the right-hand side, that the highlights aren't being clipped. I want to just try and keep as much detail as I can in that sky. And I'm going to have to focus stack because of how close that log is, and I'm also going to bracket just because of that massive dynamic range. That log is all dark, you know, all moody, and then there's so much brightness in that sky. So yeah, I will have to bracket. Another thing to consider is the amount of glare and shine that's on that log. It's all wet, it's got a lot of reflection on it, so is the water. So polarizer, definitely worth having. Circular polarizer, just turn it until you kill that glare. Yeah. And another thing is it'll just brighten and enrich those colours in the sky. An added bonus. As far as my settings go, I'm at f14. Nice base ISO. So it is just playing with the shutter speed. As I said, maybe try some longer shutter speeds, but that'll involve putting some ND filters on the front, maybe even up to a 10 stop to really smooth out the water, get 30 seconds plus. But wow. Yet again, I find myself in an idyllic location. Beautiful. What a start to what's going to be hopefully a great day. I keep getting drawn to these couple of trees, but I just can't seem to line them up right with the mountains. I'll move around, keep having a look, see if I can work a composition, but I just got that feeling there's something there, but I just can't make anything of it. Sometimes that just happens, but yeah, I'll have a go, see if I can find something. So I've possibly managed to get a composition with those two trees. There's the branches of a third tree and there's a small shrub in the foreground that are just encroaching in. So sue me, I'm probably going to Photoshop those out. And this will just quickly as we're heading back to the car. Oh, we didn't get very far, about a quarter of a mile, and we've ended up pulling up again. I could remember in the back of my mind there was a little bay, a little inlet with a tiny little island. Came around the corner and there it was on the right hand side, and I thought, I remembered it and just went, yep, we've got to pull up, got to get a shot of this. I didn't expect it to be as good as this, but with those snow-capped peaks and the side light just catching the island and catching those Scots pines, absolutely stunning. In fact, I'll spin you around now and just show you just how good it looks. Yeah, that little island. Try to get some separation's been a bit difficult. Try to break it away from that shoreline. So just moved around. I'm just at the side of the road, just walking up and down. try to find that composition that I like. Just a quick shot at the side of the road, but why wouldn't you stop when it looks this good? I won't go into too many details. We'll get this shot and we'll just keep moving. Let's get heading down that road. So having spent the day driving round looking for compositions, and I went to a few that I've been to before. I went to Carbridge and the old Packhorse Bridge. I went to Loch Var with the red roofed boathouse, but the light was terrible. Really couldn't make anything of it. I think the only shot I got was at Invermoriston, and to be fair, that was nothing really super. Yeah, so we pushed on, kept driving round, and we're nearly back at the place that we're staying in, Roybridge, and we've come across this scene. We're just waiting for sunset really. Those clouds, there's plenty of drama in them. The edges now are just starting to glow. So yeah, it's quite a dynamic scene though. The range tonally, the forest in the foreground, the loch, the water, really dark, really deep and rich, and then you've got that bright sky. So I'm hoping as the sun sets, it just mellows out a little bit, we get some softer light, and hopefully, as always, fingers are crossed for it going to be a real killer sunset. Yeah, let's see what we get. Let's hope for the best. Well, I've just done a little time lapse, yeah, on the Osmo Pocket 3. But I think the light is now beating us. I think it's faded. I think we've lost the best of it. It's tempting to stick around, and I normally would to see if there's any sort of afterglow. But to get here, we have to cross a load of really boggy, swampy land. It's a clearfell forest. All the trees have been cut down, and it's like a delta with all the streams running down into the loch. And yeah, we're quite precarious getting here, and I don't really fancy it when it's pitch black. We've got us head torches, but picking a route through is going to be quite tricky. So I think I'm going to wrap up a bit soon and yeah, get back over there. Well, I'm really struggling with the dynamic range. That forest is so dark and deep, dark black, and that sky. I said earlier that it was tricky, but yeah, I'm really struggling. Pretty much every shot I'm doing, I'm bracketing. I'm taking one under, one overexposed, and one, well, it's got on the histogram, one perfectly exposed. And yeah, at least I've got the option then to choose any of them. And I'm not really a big fan of merging stuff together to give them that HDR look, but yeah, it should give me that possibility to choose the best of those images. And I'm on the Z7. It's got a fantastic sensor. You know, the detail in those shadows, I'll easily be able to pull it out. As long as I don't overexpose that sky, I think we'll be okay. So hopefully that image has worked out okay, and I'm going to put it up for you in a second. But before I do, I just need to sign off really. Just like to say thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, as everyone always says, please like and subscribe. It really does make a difference, and I really do appreciate it. And yeah, until next time, when we'll still be in Scotland, so there's more videos to come from this location. I'll be seeing you.